Hello friends, we are going to the Goodwill outlet. If you are new here, my name is Nikki. I have been a part-time reseller for over 10 years and I love sourcing at the Goodwill outlet. Grab a snack, grab a drink. It's going to be a long one. I am also going to take you along to my storage unit where I store my over 1,000 items and pull some orders. For those of you that are interested in the couponing content, that'll be at the end of the video. So this is going to be a long one. Let's get into it. Don't forget to subscribe. YouTube shows me on the back end like 50% of you are subscribed. And 50% of you are not subscribed. 50% of you are, but you watch the video till the end. So subscribe. I am here for you multiple times a week, and
All right, friends, we are back at the Goodwill outlet using my Ray-Ban Meta glasses. That thing you see at the top of the screen is my hat. I promise, friends, I will learn to move my hat a little bit. When I go to the bins, I kind of look like, I don't know, because I have to wear a face mask for my allergies. I wear a hat and I just get to digging. It's not a very pretty sight, but it gets the job done. But I have to remember that the camera in the glasses picks up my hat. So sorry about that. But I did end up picking up that shirt that you just saw for hubby. When I go thrifting, friends, I am thrifting for everybody in my family. I'm thrifting for reselling. I'm thrifting for myself. So I pick up all of the things. This was a very busy day. I was trying to go in corners where there weren't many people. 10 out of 10 do not recommend going thrifting or to the Goodwill outlet around holidays. I was here on July 3rd, so the day before July 4th. There were a ton of kids, a ton of I call them kids. I think they're like high school. I think the youngest I saw was like middle school, college. It was just really packed. So I did not stay very long. It was really, really busy. I don't know how you guys do it that thrift like on the weekend or holidays. It's so busy, friends. I do thrift sometimes on the weekends, but if I do, I'm literally there when the store opens and I'm out really quickly. It's just very chaotic. But I did end up finding some really good stuff on this day. I was going to pick up these pants, but they had a ton of stains on them, so I passed on those. Let's see what we have here. That was like Sag Harbor or something like that. Decided to pass on that. At this Goodwill location, they don't actually overfill the bins. I've been to some locations where literally the bins are piled high, like up to my chest. That's how high they are. So it's really nice that they don't do that, because you can actually take your time and look, check out what is actually in the bin. These are John Galt, which is sold at Brandy Melville. Surprisingly, they were not one size. They were actually a size small. So I decided to pick those up. The thrift stores that I sell to locally love to sell that brand. So anytime I find it, I pick it up and I usually sell it to them, or I will sell it wholesale. So I ended up picking up this coat because I'm filming this in July, and it is a great time to pick up coats because no one is buying them. You can see me toss it to the side, but then I'm like, you know what? Let me pick that up. That could be a good $20 flip. So I did pick that up. I did find this Susie Chin black dress that I do okay selling this brand on ThredUp. I could probably make like $15 to $25 profit. So I just wanted to make sure the zipper worked. I can't tell you how many times I have picked up a dress from the Goodwill outlet and I don't try the zipper and the zipper is broken. You can see I threw it to the side, but then I did actually pick it up. That happens a lot, friends. I'll throw something to the side and I'm like, I could actually sell this a different way. I could send this to ThredUp, or I could sell this to a consignment store. So I threw that to the side. I don't remember if I showed you all recently. I picked up a Pottery Barn new with the tax pillowcase from the Goodwill outlet. It literally sold in a day, friends. It sold in one day and it sold for $35. So do not sleep on, and I've talked about this for you all for years, or with to you all for years about linens, pillowcases, sheet sets, especially from more expensive stores or brands. They are definitely worth looking up. I don't often find them new with the tags at the Goodwill outlet, so that was really exciting. And it was one pillowcase and it sold. I did end up picking up that black dress, but yeah, I wanted to mention that because it sold so fast. This is a really nice, this dress, I wish you could feel it. So soft. Macy's brand. I already sold this in a wholesale pack. Hello friends, I meant to start filming once I pulled, these are all sales that I have to ship. I'm filming this on a Sunday, so these are sales from Saturday and Sunday. This is a mix of eBay, Poshmark, and actually two whatnot marketplace sales. So yeah, I've got everything here. I've got Pier 1 placemats. This is a 4-piece. I've got some new with tags stuff. Banana Republic factory. I've got pre-owned stuff. So I try to get in and out of here. So I'm sorry I didn't show. If I would have like shown you all of this stuff, that would have been its own video. But that's what I'm doing here. And I sold one of my own personal shirts. If you've ever been to one of my live sales, I've sold many of these and I always talk about how I own them myself. This is equipment. This is a 100% silk top that I thrifted from the Goodwill outlet. This shirt retailed for $398. I paid $1, and I think back then our pricing was so affordable. I think I paid $1.12. I've had this for 4 years. If you've been around the channel for a while, I had this altered. It was long sleeve, but I thrifted this in the summer. So I had my seamstress like make it sleeveless, and I listed this, and I just mentioned that it was my own personal top. I had it altered. It did have sleeves. I made it sleeveless, and I sold this for $40. So I got 4 years of wear out of it. I paid $1. And now I have sold it. I'm actually shocked. So equipment is one of those brands that retails for a lot, but the resale is hard, you guys, because it is a little bit saturated and it can take a long time for these to sell, and you're lucky to get like $30 or $40, which is crazy because like I said, this shirt retailed for over $300, but it's just one of those brands that doesn't hold a lot of retail value. So I love them personally though. I own about 10 and they are all thrifted. I've never purchased any of them new, all thrifted. They last me for years, and then I resell them. So I'm really happy with that. I just thought I would share that story time because for my oldies but my goldies, literally, I think you would have to have been around like 3 or 4 years ago when I was pregnant with my first son. You all would have seen me find this at the Goodwill outlet. I remember filming it and I remember saying like, oh, my arms are a little bit bigger. I need to have it altered. Or no, there was a rip in the sleeve. That's what it was. I found it at the Goodwill outlet while I was filming, and it was long sleeve, but there was a rip. And one of you all gave me the idea, like, hey, just tell your seamstress to make it sleeveless. And so I've kept it all these years, and now I've resold it. That's one thing I love about being a reseller, friends, is that we can thrift things for ourselves, especially when you get stuff that's like really expensive. You can wear it for a couple years and then sell it and still make a profit. It's awesome. So I gotta get all of this stuff. A lot of you, especially new people, will always say, well, hey, Nikki, do you like ship from your storage unit? Absolutely not, friends. Let me turn you around. I try to get in and out of here as quickly as possible. It's just, yeah, like there's no electricity in here, or maybe there is because this is air conditioned. So I wonder if there is a plug somewhere. I don't know, friends. Like I'm not setting up Wi-Fi or anything in this place. I just come in here to pull my orders, put inventory away, and then I pack up ThredUp boxes and I get out of here. Like I've mentioned all of this, like my home, the storage unit, and the post office are all within a 5-mile radius. So I just try to get in and out of here. It just gets really busy here. People are like really nosy. I try to leave my door like halfway closed because if I don't, every time when I'm just like trying to get in and out of here, like after work or before work, somebody will stop me and be like, where did you get these shelves? Where did you get those bins? Or they'll be like, people are so like, I never have I was gonna say I never have the balls. That's not the proper word. I never have the gusto, I don't know, to just go into someone's store. I literally had a lady come in here and be like, what do you do? You're so organized. I'm like, ma'am, can you step back? It was like, she scared me because I had my back to her. I didn't think anyone was in here. And she's just like, what do you do? It's so organized. So anyways, all that to say, I try to get in and out of here, friends. So no, I don't do shipping here or anything. Literally all I do is pull orders, put inventory away, and pack up ThredUp boxes. And then the way the ThredUp boxes process works for me is I fill the boxes here, and then hubby comes here, he has a key, and he takes them to UPS for me. So that's it. That's all I do here, friends. I get in and out very quickly. Like, I know I'm saying, like, if I were to film this would have taken a while. I pulled all of this stuff in about 15 minutes. Like, I don't mess around. So I'm going to put those in my car. Today's Sunday. As long as I get them packaged up and by my front door by tonight, then hubby takes them to the post office for me Monday morning. Now, if I don't have it ready, he goes to work very early. So if I don't have it ready by like Monday, 5 a.m., then I will just take it myself. But like 70-80% of the time I try to have it ready because it just saves me so much time in my day not having to go to the post office. So as if this video wasn't long enough, showing you a clip from a recent live sale. This is the point that I noticed that my shirt was see-through. Luckily you can't see it as much on camera, but in front of the ring light you could really see. And I just had a little bralette on, but it had an intricate design, so whatever. I try to put myself somewhat together when I have live sales, similar to when I film for YouTube, just to look presentable. It's just a personal thing. It's not something you have to do. I try to include little live sale updates in videos. One of my New Year's resolutions for 2026 for reselling was to be more consistent with live selling. I love live selling. I know a lot of us have strong feelings, whether we love it or hate it. I actually love doing it. And I have a bunch of live sales coming up this week, so I will leave a link to them down below. Hopefully you will come, hang out, say hi. I really appreciate when you all come and say hi. A lot of you will come in and be like, hey, I watch your YouTube. I'm so glad I was able to find you live, and I just appreciate it. Even if you don't buy anything, friends, just coming and hanging out, I do so appreciate it. But this live sale, I did a kind of buy one, get one free sale that was a failure. Just being totally transparent. If you are new here, my motto is I share the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between about reselling. I had for example, the buy one, get one free was these 2 Kate Spade purses. These are very expensive. That Kate Spade leather purse that I'm showing retailed for close to $300. And then the other one is a laptop bag. So I'm not one of those live sellers that's going to start things at $1 or $3 or $15 when I know that I have more money than that into it. I am live selling to make a profit, not to just make my money back. So I think I started those 2 bags at $80, which is still a great deal, and they didn't sell, so I was like, that's okay. This new without the tags Revolve top, I forget the name of this brand. This did not sell. I paired it with something else. It was another top that was similar size, and that did not sell, and I did it for a $20 start. So the buy one get one free stuff did not sell, but then I just started running individual items and that sold. I think I'll try that again when I do more promotion of the sale, but yeah. So I'm having a bunch of live sales this week though, so come hang out. I always update you all also about the live sales schedules and giveaways in the newsletter. So if you sign up for the free ebook, you will be notified. Here's the other shirt. So this is another Revolve shirt. This is Aster the label, but it was sold at Revolve, and I started at $20 for 2 shirts. Nobody wanted it, so we moved on and actually sold that in a wholesale deal. So this is why I love diversifying. If one way of selling doesn't work, you sell it a different way, friends. Yeah, so just wanted to give you a little live selling update. I still love it. I'm still doing it weekly, sometimes multiple times a week. This week, I'm probably going to have 4 live sales, and this one was not that great. I think I was live for an hour and 20 minutes, and I had I think it was 12 sales, which is not bad considering the week before I only had one live sale. That is my struggle with live selling, and my work schedule is just consistency. I oftentimes have to like change the times of my live sales. So like I'm trying for the rest of the year to only schedule live sales when I know I can have them, because people don't like when, you know, you're changing the times consistently. They're expecting to see you live Tuesday at 3 and then you reschedule it to Thursday and Friday. And that's just what I've been having to do. But I've been able to go live. Like at least I've been sticking to at least a couple of times a week. So I will keep you posted. But I was grateful to have those 12 sales because it was a very slow day for me on Poshmark on this day. So had I not gone live, I would have only had one sale. Instead of having one, I had 13 in total on Poshmark. And I had 12 on eBay. So I am grateful for live selling. I just have to try to find a set schedule and stick to it. But I will leave a link to the ones coming up this week. Make sure you come on by and subscribe to the newsletter so you're up to date on all the giveaways and live sales and everything happening. Random little tidbit here. I recently went to a Marshall's and they just like did a whole renovation, and oh my goodness, friends, it was like a mini like CVS slash Walmart and Sephora. Their beauty section was amazing. A lot of you know, in 2020, I started doing my own nails just because all the nail salons here were closed. And now I'm never going back. I used to pay $70, $80 every 2 weeks to get my nails done. And now I am a press-on fanatic. I literally pay like $12 every 2 weeks to do my own nails. And this Marshall's was amazing. So I just wanted to film because I was like in press-on nail heaven. As you can see, my nails look a mess, and I was on the hunt for some nails to do, like press-on nails to do my own. So I bought so many, and I am someone who usually buys them from Amazon, and they can get pretty pricey, like 20, 25 bucks. These were all under 15. Some of them were under $10. So I just wanted to film this for any of my beauty loving friends out there. Go and check your local Marshalls. I will say this is a really nice Marshalls in a nice area. I think that does matter. You know how I always talk about like thrift stores? I don't care. I will go to thrift stores that a lot of people are scared to go to, and I find amazing deals. I do think like Marshalls and TJ Maxx, they have better stuff, you know, more selection. If you go to the nicer ones that, like this one, literally they just renovated everything. So I was in beauty heaven. I did very well. I didn't overspend. I only spent $100, but I got so much stuff for the house, beauty products for my kiddos. It was a great deal day. I was surprised they even have like these really intricate, you know, for those of you that like the bling, the detail, like they had all that stuff here. So I just wanted to share that. I ended up getting like some new pans for the house, I got so much stuff for $100. This was a really great trip. This is a brand I actually buy on Amazon, and it's usually like $15 to $20. So just wanted to share that with you, friends. I know some of you are like, this is random, but if you have known me since I used to have a beauty channel, you know that this is not random. I love all this stuff, nails, makeup, beauty product reviews. Like I still love all that stuff. I need to get back into my beauty channel because I still love this stuff. And I just lost interest in it during 2020 because I couldn't do any of this stuff because everything was shut down because, you know, but now I'm back to my normal self. So just thought I would share. Don't forget to subscribe. The link to the Bolo ebook list is down below, and I will see you soon. Ciao.